What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in for this NFL Draft Talk. We got our special guest for a prospect from Western Illinois, offensive lineman, Isaiah Foote, man. How's it going, bro?
It's going good. Great to be here. How are you?
Oh, hell yeah, bro. So pump up. Man, tell everybody who you are, man.
Okay, so I'm Isaiah Foote. I'm an offensive lineman from Calvert County, Maryland. Started my career at East Carolina and just finished my last season at Western Illinois.
Oh, that's what's up. So you're about 6'3", 325. You mostly play guard throughout your career, right?
Yeah, I played guard throughout my career, but I also know how to play center as well.
Ooh, so you can play center. So how many games have you played at center before?
I've fun fact. I've actually never played a whole game at center. I've only ever been like the emergency guy, like in case like our center goes down. It's just easy for them to switch me over instead of getting a new guy in there.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. But I'm pretty sure you're getting some looks at center going into the draft, huh?
Yeah,
But I'm pretty sure you're mostly going to be a guard. So
correct. Yeah, but I'm not opposed to being a center either.
I mean, you can't. You gotta be versatile. So that's going to be a huge plus.
Right.
So what got you into football in the early part of your young days, man?
Actually, my all my friends, my peers did because we'd be at, like I didn't play football. I didn't start playing football till ninth grade, but like middle school, whenever we'd be at recess, we'd all be like, and outside playing football, two hand touch. So once we got to high school, all my friends just kept telling me like, hey, you should play football. You should get into it. I was always a big basketball guy. My mother was always wanted me to go to school and play basketball.
I mean, basketball can relate in some ways, but I think the conditioning part is what relates to it.
Yeah, I also had to explain to her is that I'm built like an offensive lineman. I'm not built like no basketball player, so I had to give that up after high school.
Oh yeah, I mean, you had to go for something you were pursuing for. Like you said, you play with your friends and everybody else, and it kind of got you the influence, huh?
Yeah.
So looking at your last season at Western Illinois, you mostly started 16 games at right guard, right?
Yes.
So how did you even play the left side before or no?
I've played the left side before, but then once it's always just been like I've just always been on the right side, but I'm also not opposed to playing left side either.
So how would the difference be? Because there's a difference between playing the other side of the guard and the other side. Because I can relate to certain ways. Also, it's a little different.
Yeah, I'd say when I was more younger, like when I was like a freshman in college, it threw me off a little bit because like you're only used to pushing off of your left leg for pass sets or like you have it in your head like, okay, I'm the right side, I got to do this. But now that I'm more mature and older, it wouldn't be that much of a problem me switching over. But definitely when I was younger, it'd throw me off.
Yeah, it kind of throws you off, but they want to make sure you're versatile and you can play any spot. So that kind of makes it very important. And plus, the way you're saying you can even play center if they ask you to. So that would be more important for the next team. So coming out of high school, was there like any other offers besides East Carolina?
Yes, I also had an offer from Marshall and Temple and Kent State.
Okay, Marshall's pretty decent, but I guess it led you to East Carolina, and then it led you to Western Illinois. But what was it like playing at East Carolina?
It was really good. I had a very experienced offensive line coach, Steve Shankweiler. He had been coaching college football for about 40 years. He actually coached at East Carolina 4 separate times. So he was I think what the reason why he ended up staying at East Carolina and he's retired now was it was just a lot of moving around for him and his family. But yeah, he even had a lot of like NFL coaches wanting to like nab him up, but it was later towards the end of his career, and he just wanted to stay somewhere local and finish it off. But I had lots of fun. I made lots of friends at East Carolina. Definitely had lots of good times there. Um, I wish I didn't have to move on and play at Western Illinois, but things happen, and you gotta do what's best for you.
Yeah, it happens for a reason, but yeah, when you think of East Carolina, you think of Chris Johnson and quite a few other good athletes. And you want to know a fun fact that you might be surprised by? The WWE chairman, who used to be the chairman, Vince McMahon, used to go to East Carolina.
Oh yeah, I do know that.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
billionaire guy was once East Carolina. But what was the reason why you transferred to Western Illinois?
So it was my redshirt sophomore year, I believe. We had this is my first year starting. I played the whole season. I actually fun fact, before the season started, I tore my labrum in my shoulder and played the whole season with it torn. And I yeah, we played the whole season. We actually got in a bowl game. We won the bowl game, and then they came out with the news that my offensive line coach was retiring. So we got a new offensive line coach, and uh, I was also coming off a shoulder injury. So I don't want to say they just moved on without me, but like things were looking better with different people at the time. So it was kind of hard to like try to get me back in there.
I guess it was just business wise. You wanted to look for another opportunity, and Western Illinois gave you that chance. But so throughout playing your career, what kind of scheme did you like playing the most? Do you like playing the man blocking scheme or the zone blocking schemes?
I'm actually I was a big man guy, but zone has actually grown on me quite some. Big outside zone kind of guy, getting out and running.
Oh man, you can't go wrong with that. So, so have you met with any other NFL teams or no?
No, not really.
I'm pretty sure since you like playing that zone, man, I'm pretty sure San Francisco would probably want to look at you under the radar, but maybe down the road they might even look at you and say he likes playing the zone, right? So you played zone at Western Illinois, right?
Yes, and East Carolina as well.
So that's relatable. That can be a fit to what the Niners and other teams who run zone, man, because you would be a natural fit. So you said you can play guard and the other guard and center, so that gives you the vibe of the versatility right there.
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy. So no teams haven't met with you, man. You got to be like a solid caliber guard that they can develop nicely.
I've had the most I've had is the Colts. They like sent out like what those questionnaires they want you to like fill out like the whole like questionnaire and like just stuff about me, and like they wanted to know like my phone number in case for like the phone number I'd be using on like draft day.
Okay, so just the Colts in general. That's the only
Yeah.
team you've met with. So no word on San Francisco or nothing?
No, nothing on San Francisco yet.
Man, I might need to put a word on them, man, because they're looking for some offensive linemen, bro. They're trying to go. I mean, Chris Forrester, I think he might want to look at you, man. He looks at certain guys that fit the trait, and you run zone, so you would be a great fit. But some offensive linemen do wear knee braces, man. Do you continue wearing your knee brace or no?
I actually haven't thought about that if I'm lucky enough to get to the next level. I mean, I still have them. They're in my car, but I guess I would just have to like feel it out. I mean, obviously I want to take my knees are my money makers, so I don't want to like, put them in any risk, but I guess that would just be like a play by play kind of situation, just seeing and feeling it out.
Yeah, for sure. So who do you model yourself after at the position, man?
Does it have? Would you say current or just
Current or
all time?
past doesn't matter to me, man. You just have to pick somebody that you idolize and say, you know what, I can play just like that guy or close to.
I'm a real big Zach Martin guy.
Okay, Zach Martin. Zach Martin's a good one. He's been good for many, many years. I think you kind of gave me that little bit of a throwback of a Larry Allen kind of, because that's the same body size he is, but he was in a different era. But yeah, Zach Martin's a good one to go to.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm good enough to compare myself to Larry Allen. That dude's he's a freak.
He's
But
an
yeah, I
animal.
mean, yeah, I would he's another one too. That guy is he's freakishly good. But yeah, I'm more I'd say Larry Allen and a Zach Martin kind of guy.
More of a Zach Martin because he's been playing at a high level. Maybe Robert Hunt also because he's been like a top pay. But I guess Granddad is a Dolphins fan. He's talking about how they really need a guard so bad since Robert Hunt left in free agency. I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter where you go, man, as long as you get the opportunity, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking for an opportunity to prove myself at the next level.
Well, oh man, something happened with my reception. We good?
Oh
Nah, we're good, right?
yeah, but yeah, I'm just wherever I end up at, as long as I get an opportunity to prove myself to the next level, I'm fine with that.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, so was there a team you grew up watching that you wanted to play for one day or no?
I'm actually even though I'm from Maryland, I'm a big Pittsburgh guy.
Big Pittsburgh guy, but how
Yeah.
would you deal with Raven fans, bro? They must have give you a hard time, right?
Oh yeah. It's it's a love hate relationship because most of them are my family members, but we manage.
I know, but okay, so let's say you go into the Pittsburgh Steelers since that's your favorite team. Like, let's say one of the offensive linemen, who would you want to pick your knowledge from the offensive line from the Steelers that you would want to pick your brain from?
I wouldn't say as much as the offensive line standpoint. I'd ask I I talked to like I'm trying to think of his name. The actually yeah the he just came from the Eagles, and the right guard, the guy with the long hair, I can't remember his name, but probably him because he's been in the league for quite some time.
Oh, yeah, he's been in the league for quite some time. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot of good ones, but like, pretty sure you can pick something from David DeCastro or some other guys, but I think he's retired. I think.
yeah, I think he is.
And then that one guy who was in the military, that dude was something else.
Oh yeah,
Venezuela, whatever his name is.
I believe so.
Yeah, those are good ones to pick because they picked for the Steelers. But did you have a football nickname?
I don't have a football nickname. Everybody just calls me Foot because uh when I was in high school, we had like three Isaiahs on the team. So it's just stuck since then. Everybody just calls me Foot.
Well, follow the foot to the offensive line, right? Like you're the foot
Yep,
of the offensive line, I guess.
exactly.
Oh, why you choose 66, man?
That was the number I originally got in well actually the first number I had in high school was 70, but at the same time there's another kid that has 70, so I got 66 and I've just stuck with it ever since. That's just my number.
Seems like a natural to you, but if you can pancake one NFL defensive tackle or defensive end, who would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would have to say probably there's no hate towards him. Probably like Chris Jones guy.
Ooh, Chris Jones, that's a good choice right there,
Yeah,
man. This guy's all talk.
yeah, yeah,
I would not oppose to that. That would be good. That's a good one
yeah,
to go with. I mean, you can go with a lot of them, even Kobe Turner and quite a few other guys. I mean, but yeah, Chris Jones, one of the best at the position. Can't go wrong with that. So outside of football, who are you, man?
I'm a very laid back kind of guy. I tend to watch other sports, but if I'm not doing anything like that, I'm just hanging out with my family. I'm big into cars. I should say I'm big into trucks. I love working on trucks and messing with them, doing all kinds of things. It just keeps me up, keeps me doing stuff.
Okay, so there's other hobbies we can throw in, like your like other sports or music or food or artists or others that interest you.
I definitely say music wise, I'm a big R&B guy, big like old school R&B kind of guy. Um, Other sports, basketball. I mean, I don't do it as much now, but like if I ever had free time or I was back home, I'd get some of the old guys together and we go play basketball. And I'd say food. I'm big steak guy, big steak and a burger kind of guy.
Okay, that's good to know. And then artists, like what was your favorite artist?
My favorite artist. Uh, I'd say for a while it was I'd still say now Lil Wayne.
Can't go wrong with him. He's been the most popular rapper for many, many years.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going R&B, man, like Nelly's like one of them dudes out there.
Oh
He,
yeah, Nelly, um, Tyrese, Mary J. Blige. Those are the kind of
yeah,
people I listen to.
Keith Sweat, and then Marvin Gaye's another good classic.
Hmm.
Yeah, those are like the good ones. Who is the toughest defensive player you face or a rival offensive player that you would talk the most trash on or top rival in your college career?
The toughest defensive player I ever faced. He's actually a linebacker for the Vikings. Now I played him when we played at Cincinnati. Um, can't think of his
Ivan
name.
Pace?
Who?
Is it Ivan Pace?
Yeah, Ivan Pace.
Yeah, he was a linebacker, undersized linebacker. Because when you said the name Cincinnati plays for the Vikings, it kind of popped in my head because I think he was an undrafted coming out of Cincinnati, and
Yeah,
he's led the team in tackles.
yeah, he's a freak. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, this guy is way too short to be playing that, but it doesn't matter. There's one time I remember I was like hip to hip with my center because we're running inside zone, and somehow he got right in between us and then made the tackle, and I'm like, gosh, I didn't think that somebody that small, but he's also very quick and he packs a punch too.
Yeah, he sure does. And then I believe his brother even transferred to UCF, also played, but he's another good linebacker also.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't remember seeing him. I think at the time he might have been playing safety, his
yeah,
brother.
yeah, he was playing safety, and I think he was making the switch to linebacker. But I'm looking at him as a NFL declared draft prospect also. But yeah, I guess the Pace brothers or something else. I guess.
Yeah.
Are you kind of trash talker, or you let your play do the talking?
I'm more of a let my play do the kind of talking. I mean, here and there you might get something out of me, but if I'm doing my thing, there's not much trash talking going on anyway.
Oh yeah, got to stay humble and let your play do the talking, unless it's necessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, how do you prepare for pregame rituals? Like, how do you prepare for the upcoming games?
Like on game day?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So honestly, I might go and like even if it's a home game, I might go walk around the field like once or twice. But honestly, I'm just in there just listening to music, listening. Once again, I'm listening to R&B music. It's just I'm not the type of person to like listen to like something like hard or like crazy that'll get me like all pumped up because then I feel like me personally, I feel like I'll burn out like 3 minutes into the game doing that kind of stuff. But I try to get in a mode where I'm calm, cool, and collected, and I can make very because at my position you got to make the decisions like right now. So being calm it helps me make those kind of decisions where I gotta do it right now.
Oh yeah. I guess you got to find some comfort music that would get you ready. You know, so people do it differently. So, why should NFL teams draft you, man?
They should draft me because I feel like I'm one of the most durable people, like offensive linemen that I've ever met. I've never missed a game because of an injury, nor a practice because of an injury. And even with my torn labrum, I played the whole season and got every practice in with it. And I feel like that. I mean, especially at the offensive line position, people drop like flies. Stuff happens. Like minor tweaks, and then you got to move. And then it's just I feel like it's just stressful for offensive line coach because they got to move their whole board around to get that right position. But with me being somebody that doesn't get injured, Aaron, if I do, I fight through it and still play and still am effective enough to play. That would help out a lot.
Yeah, that's the very most important thing is being durable. And like you said, you played through a torn labrum and you played through the pain, so you show that pain tolerance, you show that toughness. So I'm pretty sure a team will take a chance on you. But how do you handle the crowd, or how do you tune out the crowd noise from being an away team?
Honestly, it doesn't pay me no mind. It's actually kind of funny sometimes, but it never makes me mad or like throws me off my game or anything. Because like wherever like usually wherever the offensive line huddle up, so we can like talk after a series is like right behind the student section. So and then like if they don't know who we are, they're looking our names up, they're screaming at our names. It's usually funny, but it never really throws me off my game.
Okay, I mean, at least you can handle that noise good. So let's see. Another question: how much difference to you if your QB is left-handed or as opposed to right-handed, protecting the blind side?
Uh, I actually started my college career. The quarterback that I was with at the time was left-handed, and it honestly I didn't really notice much of a difference compared to a right-handed quarterback. But I guess you could say I would with him being left-handed at the time, we would get more pressure on the right side. That's the only thing I could really think about.
So that was a different pressure. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess if there's like another way to put a dream scenario, let's just say, which I believe you will, do you, I mean, if do you could block for one NFL quarterback or an RB, current or past, who would it be?
Uh, well, QB pass. I would have loved the block for Big Ben. That was my guy back in the day.
Okay, Big Ben, and what would be the running back?
The running back. I'm gonna do a current one. My former teammate Keaton Mitchell that plays for the Ravens.
Oh yeah, that dude's quick. He plays for the
Yeah,
Ravens. Yeah, he was from Eastern Carolina. I mean, he was from East Carolina and just came in as an undrafted guy and just blazing speed, dude.
yeah. Well, you only need to get him about a second or two for the hole to open, and he's gone. So
Oh yeah, I seen him average like 7 to 6 yards a carry. My God, and the
yeah,
Ravens have so many running backs; it's hard to like utilize them all.
yeah.
Ooh, so this is something interesting. We make this pretty interesting for our audience. Like sometimes, I mean, for these players, sometimes you guys like to sing your little team stuff. Like, can you give us a good old college we're marching on song cheer, a bulldog bark, or this is like the funniest thing we've ever do with all these interviews, man. Sometimes it's a good thing, man. Like, so what's the song for Western Illinois? Like, what do they do for that kind of song? Or you
Uh,
don't remember it?
I I was there for I was only there for a year, so I don't have it remembered. But I still remember the East Carolina one. But
Oh, the East
uh,
Carolina. Okay, let's go with the Eastern Carolina.
okay, so it's like we only ever sing it right after we'd win a game, and it'd be like whoever did like good in the game, we'd all be huddled up, and it'd be like it goes like cheer for East Carolina, cheer for OEC. We know we're the finest. Some go Pirates. And then it goes on twice, and then at the end it's like go Pirates.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, but I guess it's hard for you to memorize Western Illinois because you were only there for 1 year, right?
yeah.
But I guess looking forward to your NFL journey, bro, it's got to be a lot of fun. Just when did you knew that day that you felt like, you know what, I can make it to the NFL one day?
I actually felt like that after my first season of actually playing. I felt I was with I was lucky enough my first season to be surrounded by a much older offensive line and uh and a very experienced quarterback at the time. So I felt like they pushed me a way I've never been pushed before. And I feel like I can now that I've been pushed and at the highest level, I feel like I can compete with other people at the next level too.
Yeah, having some experienced offensive linemen who can help you throughout the ropes can actually get you to build confidence with more seasons. So yeah, that kind of does make a difference, right?
Mm.
Let's see. I don't know. Like linemen, you barely have like touchdown celebration. If you had a touchdown celebration, what kind of celebration would you do?
Uh, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. I guess I would uh I I'd probably make the running back pick me up like how we do him whenever he scores.
Ah, okay. So let's do some rapid fire questions because I know you're going to be prepared for the next level when they give you some of these stuff that you should expect. You know, it's rare you might get it, but let's say okay, let's say a teammate that played at Western Illinois or whatever school you went to, like which is Western Illinois. So let's say you guys are up by a couple touchdowns and you guys had a chance to win this game, but this guy refuses to sub in for somebody and he has an attitude and then he just walks out on the teammate and quits on him because he's complaining about his role. How would you respond with that circumstances?
So right in that moment, I mean, we got to finish the game. We got to get it done. But after it, I'd go talk to him after the game and just try to see what's on his, like where he's coming from and what's on his mind before, I jump the gun and get on him about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but what if he doesn't explain nothing? He just was kind of complaining about his role. I mean, yeah, you can say there's different circumstances, which I kind of respect that. Okay, let's say in the sidelines, let's say there's two teammates on the same page and they're just getting way out of hand. How would you deal with that situation?
I'd break it. Well, obviously we break it up, but I'd let them know that we need to, we need to focus on the game right now. And this stuff we can deal about this like after the game. This isn't something that we need to be doing right now.
Okay, that's a good attitude. So let's say you guys go into halftime just down by a touchdown or two. What would be your motivation speech for the team to get back and win this ball game?
Don't look at the scoreboard. Just keep playing football.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that kind of question. What makes you stand out from the rest of the prospects in your position?
I just feel like where I might be just as good or somebody might be better than me athleticism wise, I just feel like I'm just as physical as it can get. I've over the years I've taken pride in doing the dirty work and doing whatever I got to do to get a gap open or protecting my QB for so he can make a good pass. So I just feel like physicality is what makes me stand out from the rest.
Okay, that's what, and then you can play the zone or any other scheme, so that makes you very viable. So hopefully they move up your draft board a little bit because I think offensive lineman doesn't get enough recognition. Why do you feel that offensive lineman doesn't get enough love, man?
I feel like at the end of some people, well, obviously some people don't understand all it takes and what offensive linemen do, but like the people that do, they just want it done. They don't care how. And when you don't do that kind of stuff, like when offensive linemen don't get the job done, it's noticeable. Like a receiver messes up on a route, it's not always noticeable. But if a lineman misses his block and some dude comes on free and makes a play, everybody's gonna notice. Well, that guy messed up. The offensive lineman messed up.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like there was a difference between what could have won the ball game. Like okay, like I don't know, the last of the Super Bowl, if San Francisco would have just had a good block under that circumstances, I think they would have won the Super Bowl against the Chiefs because of that one block, but they settled for that field goal.
Yeah.
That would have been the difference. But how does the moment feel? Does it feel surreal or business as usual?
I'm taking it as business as usual. I'm grateful that I've even gotten to this point where I can take a chance at trying to go to the next level, but I'm still keeping it as business as usual and preparing myself as best as I can.
Oh yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah, you got to be like how usual. Man, so this is a good way to put a rapid fire. Like, which dinosaur is your favorite dinosaur? I guess in some ways we still have a little kid in ourselves, you know.
Uh, I guess pterodactyl. I mean, they're cool. They can fly. I've never really thought about that. Like,
Oh yeah, I never thought of it that way, but I guess my friend comes up with some usual stuff. But since you're in college, what's your major? Like your double major, anything with minor degrees?
I'm just I'm a business with a minor in communications.
That's what's up, man. So, which was your best game in your college career, man? That you can look back and say, you know what, that was my best game.
My best game. Honestly, I'd have to say this year, it was my last game of the season too against Gardner Webb. I think I graded out really good, and I didn't let any pressures and didn't get beat at all. I just felt very dominant in that game.
Oh, that's good. At least that last game made a good impression. So, yeah, dude. So it's got to be good just so having that many years of college, bro. Like a lot of these players tend to transfer for different reasons, but some of them transfer because of the change of coaches or something like that. But like you kind of explained your reason why you went to Western Carolina because of a change of something, huh?
1 second. I'm sorry. Can you repeat it?
Oh
Repeat
no,
what you
but like for some players who do the transfer portals in college, there's certain reasons why they would leave, but you kind of explained your reason why because of the coaching change, right?
Yeah. Honestly, it was just because of my offensive line coach. I got so much knowledge from him that honestly it was he was teaching us stuff that was like NFL like the NFL standard of like how to like pick up blitzes and read defenses. So when he retired, that he's also the same reason why I committed to East Carolina. I just felt like in the knowledge aspect of football, I was just missing so much. And he taught me over the years. He taught me so much, and I'm very grateful for that because now it's just like when I tell stuff, like when I try to explain stuff to other people, they're like, "Man, that's like pretty advanced stuff."
Yeah.
So I'm glad that like at like that level, like that, I'm already like a step ahead when it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, when he's the reason that I that he was the main reason why I ended up leaving East Carolina because I just felt like it wasn't the same once he left.
Okay, so he was a huge influence and a huge factor why you got to East Carolina. So who was the all O-line coach at Western Illinois? That was he any good too?
Yeah, his name is Brad Wilson. It was actually his first year at Western Illinois as well. He was from UND. He coached there for a while, and the whole coaching staff was pretty much new, and he got a call from our head coach for the job. But he's a very good guy. He taught me more of life lessons than I guess you could say more football stuff. But he was still at the end of the day he was still a very good coach, and he was a very good person to be around.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. So you learned a lot from the East Carolina coach and the Western Illinois. So that definitely got you ready for the next level. So you know what? Definitely appreciate your time. I know you got some stuff to do. So whatever happens on your NFL journey, I'm definitely pulling for you to succeed wherever you go by, man. So whether it's the 49ers or your team Steelers or any other team that takes a flyer on you, bro, I'm hoping you succeed at the next level. And, so where can they find your social media platform?
Uh, I can uh, uh, I can get it to you, and you can put it out for them if that's
Okay.
okay.
No, it's okay. But I'm pretty sure if they search up on your Twitter, it's like look for Isaiah Foote with Western Illinois and then just put Twitter, and I think you can search engine it or something like that.
Yeah, honestly, if you just type my name up, I'm pretty sure it'll pop up.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cool name because your last name kind of associates with a Steelers linebacker, Larry Foote.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, is there any relations to him or no?
No, I also noticed that too with him. But no, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think there's any relations between me and him.
Oh yeah, here's your platform. I guess that's the right
Oh,
one. Yeah, I guess. But you know what, man? We're cheering for you, man. Hopefully, you get a good NFL career and whatever goes by, bro. So so everything will take care of itself, bro. So definitely pulling for you. So before we end this, bro, just tell the people what you're gonna do going into the draft after this.
what I'm going to do coming into the draft?
Yeah.
Uh, I'm training every day. I'm staying on top of it. I have a pro day at Western Illinois March 25th. But even after that, I'm gonna stay on top of it, and then hopefully I get a phone call, and then once that happens, I got to prove to that team or that organization why they should keep me around.
Oh, yeah, dude, I love that. So you're pro day on Western Illinois. Okay, I'm gonna have to write that down so I can check it out. Let's make an interesting deal. If the Niners somehow draft you or sign you, you need to return for a second appearance, man.
Okay, deal.
All right, bro. It's got to be a fair deal. But if not, we're still cool. So it doesn't matter where you go. But I just think it would be something cool just to get another so the fans can know about you also. So it would be nice, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're definitely pulling for you, bro. So whatever happens, just grind on it, kill on it, bro, and you'll be good.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah. And I definitely appreciate your time. And for everybody else, this is Isaiah Foote from Western Illinois, offensive lineman. Go check him out. He's a dog from Western Illinois. He played at East Carolina in the beginning of his career, but he finished his career at Western Illinois. Go check him out. And for everybody else, thank you guys for tuning in, and we're out.